about that pop that greets the #1 UFC middleweight contender. He has emerged through the gauntlet at 185 pounds, and tonight, that elusive crack at UFC Gold.
Just getting here is an accomplishment because the waters are shark infested. Every single time you walk into the octagon, you are challenged at the highest level. So to get here is one thing. It's another thing to become the champion. He feels like tonight is his night to complete the journey, to finish writing his story and walking away with a championship belt.
There is a little bit of friction on this matchup, but most people would argue if any athlete is well-equipped to bottle that emotion and realize success on a big stage, it is this #1 contender. Those questions give way to answers here in a moment. For my money, he's on the short list of UFC fighters, some of the best fighters to have never realized a UFC championship. Here is Kelvin Gastelum trying to continue his run here at 185 pounds.
Yeah, since Kelvin Gastelum has gone up to 185 and stopped depleting himself in those massive weight cuts down to 170, he's only gotten better. And that showed in the fight with Israel Adesanya when he had a chance to become UFC interim champion. He went 5 rounds. He went 5 rounds hard. He tried to accomplish the goal. Fell a little bit short, but that gave you confidence in knowing that with the heart and the spirit of Kelvin Gastelum and the skill that it was that close, with a few adjustments, he can find himself right back in that same spot.
Kelvin Gastelum is ready to engage yet again. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Sharabutdin Magomedov. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Kelvin Gastelum.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, so here we go. The southpaw Kelvin Gastelum, very fast starter. This is a man who sets a furious pace and puts the pressure on the opposition right out of the chute. No surprise, he's going to the pressure game here early. The bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Great takedown defense right now by the champ.
That smooth Gastelum boxing on full display here, DC. I know he's a collegiate wrestler, a guy who was a grappler. Striking has really improved leaps and bounds since he crossed into the UFC.
I mean, these guys are letting it fly. What a pace that they're fighting at.
All right, so there it is. Just as he said in our fighter meeting, he's going to pursue the clinch at all costs. He doesn't care about the crowd booing. This is how you defeat a kickboxer, and the wrestler's going to try to tire him out here.
Well, yeah, give him no space, give him no distance to operate with, smother him. That's exactly what this wrestler's trying to do. Nice takedown land. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Fierce elbow from the top position.
Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by Gastelum. Looking to land the leg kick now.
Nice strike.
2 minutes have expired off the first round clock. Right hook to the head blocked. That one connected. Oh, that is a nasty inside leg kick, DC.
It is a great technique, but it only takes one time to check it,
right,
and your night can be over. Or you can end up like Anderson Silva. Be careful.
Got an issue? Here's the tissue. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Gastelum. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. And busy as he looks to improve position here. And very effective with the ground and pound.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Gastelum's back in full mount. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Useful. Lead right hand, that'll work. Oh, huge kick. Makes the bad man stop. Oh, nice straight, that'll work. Just misses with the straight left hand. Oh, he lands another hook there. He's already landed several in the round. That one might have been the cleanest of the bunch.
He turned his chin, made his chin touch his shoulder with that beautiful hook. He really got all of himself into that hook, pivoted off the right hand, big left hook lands. What a great punch.
Oh, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to walk his opponent back into his hook side, his big power side. So he'll keep feint, not little punches, with no intent to land, just to get his opponent where he needs him to be to land that kill shot.
Checks the leg kick. 30 seconds now to go in the opening round.
Good work. Nice punch there. That was good. Nice strike.
Final seconds. Round two next. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Well, in that previous round, didn't look like we would get to this next round, DC, but here we are.
He had him hurt very, very badly, but he could not find that last shot to shut the lights off, to close the door. He couldn't close the door, but that's a testament to his opponent being able to recover when he got hurt real bad.
do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Just missed with the straight left hand. Lead left by Gastelum.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up.
Nice.
Straight punch. Useful.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Oh, that's a brutal cut on his nose there. He is bleeding.
They're so evenly matched, and they're going tit for tat.
Well, he continues to offer up the kick here, but just misses with that one. Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way.
Somehow, his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Job not telegraphing his shot, clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the entry, now it's up to the opponent to keep up. But this guy's playing chess. His opponent's playing checkers. He's playing chess. He can't keep up. Once he gets to his legs, he's got to beat him defensively before he gets his hands locked around his legs or his body.
Side control now. Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here, DC.
Yeah, he's isolating it to try to get a Kimura. Notice he'll step over the head to try to get the Kimura.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking. He is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. It gives you a level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you have got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
He's so committed to body punching.
Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by Gastelum. Left eye starting to swell significantly now. 10 seconds to go in the round. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. is because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Unable to connect with the right.
All right, keep your hands up this round, boys. Keep your hands up.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. All right, so maybe he goes for another takedown here, and it's the setups too, right? He's not blindly shooting from the outside. Maybe he'll get him down again.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting up his takedown with his hands. He's forcing the hands up around to block his face, and then he's dropping his level, shooting his shot. And ultimately, because he's such a great submission guy, no matter how the fight gets to the floor, he just needs to get it there.
And there it is, yet again, going for the takedown. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's gonna have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Gastelum's strike attempt there is blocked.
Attack that cut for me. Let's go.
All right, so another nice strike to the thigh, some bruising starting to develop, and that could render his opponent a one-legged fighter here down the line.
And it'll take some time. It'll take some time when you land it there. But trust me, when you can dead that leg with those leg kicks, you can really start to see your opponent having difficulties moving. Right now, we're at step one.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Put your hands up higher. Come on.
Oh, look at that leg kick. Oh, how about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Go on to the cut.
Gastelum swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. And that spinning kick found its home up top. Oh, a huge block there. Well, you got to the feet now. Gastelum's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. And there's the single. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Get that wrist control for me.
Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here. He's continuing to maintain good posture and making these strikes count.
He's doing a really good job of watching for the upkick, making his punches count while not putting himself in danger.
All right, side control now. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Gastelum's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
That was nice.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
beautiful jab there by the champ.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Gastelum's really bleeding now. That cut is only a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious. All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5, and this is the time where fighters are really tested. Dig deep, lean on the heart, we'll see who has the upper.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
He's cut. Give me the elbow.
Oh, side kick lands.
I think so, baby.
Tries to mix in a takedown here. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Big right hand there. Obvious redness on the right side of his body.
Hands working now.
Well, he big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. Nice leg kick. That was just going to end the fight. Nice straight punch.
Well, confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. And I got to think when you knock a fighter down in the previous round, that's going to think you can do it again.
I mean, confidence is key in anything you do in regards to fighting. So, for him to secure that knockdown early, he has to feel good going forward.
Looking to try to get that up.
I'm not even sure what I'm watching right now. He doesn't seem to respect those high leg kicks whatsoever, despite the obvious visible damage we just saw.
And you can see it early, John. Very early you saw that he was almost dismissive of that attack. But I believe that now we're getting to a point where if he doesn't address it, he's going to get finished with leg kicks.
High-level guard pass there as he moves into half guard.
You know the guy's going to his left on the pass, but you cannot stop it. He is tremendous at passing the guard.
Lands the grounded pound strike here.
He's got to be careful here.
Push off an elbow.
In the half guard.
All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor, champ.
The swelling's starting to become a factor. This guy is so good at recognizing a weakness in his opponent. He got him hurt, he got him swollen a little bit, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
Under 2 minutes to go. Gastelum's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Gastelum's taking aim at that cut right now, and they might even have to call in a ringside physician. Smart decision by the fighter to continue to attack that compromised area. Just out of range with the straight left hook. Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long? All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching the setup, too, that I think you've liked so far.
I love it, man. I love how he's throwing the left hook and almost pulling himself into his shot. Punch goes as the opponent's hands go up, drives himself into the guy to try and secure a takedown. Truly, truly high-level striking mixed with unbelievable wrestling.
Straight right hand now, just misses. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Oh, he lands.
Now he's back up. Oh, right hand.
There's the horn. Plenty of action to digest from that one. All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's gonna have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? You ready?
We have arrived at this fifth and final round. That's a good kick by him right there. And now
A lot of trouble.
back to his feet. Well, you know the book on this guy, very cerebral and tactical on the feet, and there is that inside leg kick.
Just a quick switch of the hips and boom, inside leg kick lands.
Nice. Nicely done.
Two-punch combo, let's go. Give me a three-punch, finish with a hook.
What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is... Massive. Heard him again. Inside.
To stop it anywhere.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight! Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 23 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sharabutdin.
Well, we are still digesting this result tonight. I barely got a voice, but we do have a new UFC middleweight champion of the world.
I mean, the roof